IVM.
So Snayhil, what's a biopic that you would want to see?
I thought you were saying, what's a biopic? End of question.
What's a biopic?
It's a pic about a bio.
That's how the episode gets.
Yeah, that's the episode.
We're going to be explaining different genres of films.
Yeah.
We are still revolving around Mahabharata, Ramayan,
yeah,
Mahabharata,
so much
Ramayan. We are
more.
remaking.
And doing
There
a bad
is
job of
so
it.
much more to our history that's there in the books.
Correct.
I think we should go with that.
What MK Ultra was they were secretly, more than 70,000 people underwent this secretly without even, a lot of times without even them knowing it.
Right.
They were being dosed with LSD. For sometimes to like 10 years, almost every day, microdosing of LSD. Like a lot of these people were people who did not have a voice. So like mental health patients, and like people in mental wards, prostitutes at the time, people who were visiting these prostitutes.
The vulnerable. Basically.
Yeah, the vulnerable. People who won't speak out. Okay, even if they do find out that we are being microdosed or dosed. So, boss, what are we doing today?
We're starting a new series
Yeah.
on pop rap. Hell yeah.
Yeah, woo!
Because
Death metal.
coming up with new ideas is what we do, man.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
what
Is
our
what
job.
Snayhil does.
We are
There.
the...
You wanted credit and you got it.
Yes, guys. Snayhil's idea is that we should start a new series called Pop Rap Wish List.
Yeah.
Uh,
The name was whose idea?
Abbas.
Oh, okay.
Sure. Because it's a very unique name. We don't know.
Yeah. We went on Amazon and we were like, oh, we should wishlist this.
So yeah, just like in your Amazon wishlist, you have things you wish existed or you had.
But you cannot afford a PS5.
Yes.
That's
So what we're doing on Pop Rap is we have our own little wish list where we will think up some things that we wish existed in Hindi cinema, in Indian cinema. For today's episode, for the introductory episodes, we have 3 categories that we will be discussing, under which we will be talking about films or series that we wish existed. I'll tell you what the 3 categories are. Guys, listen up. Snehil, you especially, because you came up with the idea.
Oh, I thought you said because he doesn't listen properly.
No, Snehil is a good listener.
Yeah,
So the
thanks.
3 categories are biopic,
yes.
a biopic of a person we want to see. Now, there may have been attempts of this in the past, but probably we were not happy with it or we thought we could do better. So we each will pitch a biopic that we want to see. We will pitch a film or a series that is based on a historical event, a monumental event that happened, which we think should be put on screen or hasn't yet. And thirdly, we will be talking about a genre that we think more films should be made on.
Yes.
Again, films might have been made on this, but we think we should explore this genre more.
Exactly.
So once again, quickly, it's biopic, event and genre. Yes, Antariksh, you're
off the
dying to
bat-
say something.
Yeah, just off the bat, I know I'm winning this episode.
Competition.
I know it's not a competition. I know it's not a competition, but I know my choice is just better than yours, guys. It's
What
just
is
what
this
it is.
overconfidence, bro?
It's just what it is. Trying to build intrigue so that people hang around till the end.
So basically, it's like every pop rap episode, we look at the camera and we say, guys, hire us for writing
Yeah.
or casting. Today, we are pitching it to like Netflix executives.
Netflix
Yeah.
executives make
Creatives,
Karan Johar
the
also,
creatives,
bro.
the creative
Like
executives, yes.
we
Yes.
give you ideas, hire us, and then you make film on the ideas that we give you.
Yes.
Basically.
And cut us a check. is all
Yeah,
we
that's
ask.
cut us a check. मतलब हमें check
Like
दो
we
ना.
already know we've successfully done this. We've successfully done this in
Yeah.
podcasting.
Yes.
And we have achieved the greatest success possible.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Day 1 we get 1.8k views, bro.
Why are
Oh,
you
sorry.
roasting the
No,
show?
You're misreading K and M. It's M.
It's M.
It's
Oh, yeah,
1.8
yeah. It's
M.
M. Sorry.
Okay,
yes.
so Antariksh, since you said you're going to win this episode,
Yes.
I'll start with you, Snehil.
But before we start, I
Yeah.
should say कि ये हमारा दूसरा सीरीज है जो अब कंटिन्यू करने वाले हैं हम लोग. अगर आपको पसंद आता है, do tell us in the comments whether you liked this episode and whether you'd want us to do more of these episodes. The other series that we continue to do is the recast series. We've received some great messages on that series. People apparently high listenership from Canada, bro.
Really?
Yup. So
they really want to see DDLJ recasted, man.
So yeah, this is the other series that we are trying out, which is called Pop Rap Wish
Also, in
List.
each of these, you can also let us know what you want to see as
Yes,
a
of
biopic
course,
or as a
of
historical
course.
event covered in
Or you can
movies or what
recommend
have you.
categories that we should cover.
Absolutely. Yes.
Great.
All
हमने
of that.
अपना CTA starting में दे दिया.
Yeah.
ठीक है.
So as we go, hit that like button, share, and let's go.
Yes.
So let's start with biopics.
Biopics,
Yeah, absolutely.
So Snayhil, what's a biopic that you would want to see?
I thought you were saying, what's a biopic? End of question.
What's a biopic?
It's a pick about a bio.
That's how the episode gets.
Yeah, that's the episode.
We're going to
guys.
explain it in different genres of films.
I think I really want a biopic on Yuvraj Singh.
Oh, interesting.
Great.
I
Why?
really want a biopic
What
on Yuvraj
great idea.
Singh.
Bro.
And
It exists. He was on the Beer Biceps podcast.
oh, that
That's a document.
Yuvraj Singh also was bored in the episode, and he was like, कि,
How do you know this?
Bro, in the episode he says कि उस जरा मैं जोन आउट हो गया था, दोबारा पूछना मुझे सर.
But zone out तो हो सकता है.
ठीक है, but like I would really want a biopic on Yuvraj Singh. I heard that it's in works.
Okay.
And I like again I read it somewhere. I don't know whether it was credible or not, but I think
Bro.
MCCC is casting for Yuvraj's
Mukesh Chavda casting
yes,
company.
Mukesh
Okay.
Chavda is casting for Yuvraj's biopic. I don't know whether it's on in works or whether it's on the back burner right now, but I really hope that it is made, and I want to manifest. जैसे लोग कॉफी विद करण के काउच पे मैनिफेस्ट करते हैं, मैं IVM पॉडकास्ट के चेयर पे मैनिफेस्ट करना चाहता हूँ पॉप रैप पे, that I get to be a part of that film. I really
Tell me something about his life. Why do you think?
I really idealize
The
that.
most amazing life.
I think
So the battle with cancer is.
so.
of course,
That's
Of course.
one, right?
In
So
the midst of cricket.
that's one. I think he has the most amazing and a tellable story, which should reach the audience. He was never into cricket.
Okay.
He wanted to skate.
Oh.
His dad was famously Yuvraj
Yeah,
Singh was a cricketer, and he was not that celebrated a cricketer. He
Wait,
says
his
that
his dad's name is also Yuvraj Singh.
Yuvraj Singh.
Yuvraj
Yuvraj
Singh.
Singh.
Oh, okay.
And Yuvraj calls him the dragon. ठीक है, because he's famous for his very
What's the joke that's going in your
No,
head right now?
Shivankar was laughing at my. His
like-
dad's name is also Yuvraj Singh.
Sorry, it's great.
so
Continue.
he is famously known as a dragon, right? Because he's so brutal with his coaching, and you know he has created some amazing players. Yuvraj Singh being the prime example, and the other one we are seeing the heroics of is Shubman Gill. Was
Whoa.
also under Yuvraj Singh and Arjun Tendulkar also, bro.
Oh, so you'll get to see all these cameo characters.
Yeah.
You know, that'll be amazing. You're right.
Bro, जैसे we saw the Yuvraj Singh character cameo in MSD.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So again, a great story in the bigger story of Yuvraj Singh. बिहार वाले मैच में जब धोनी के साथ युवराज का मैच हुआ था, बिहार की पूरी टीम का स्कोर 381 था और युवराज का अकेले का स्कोर 382 था. Imagine, bro. Like 380 था और युवराज का 381 था. पूरी बिहार की टीम से एक रन ज्यादा. That so he wanted to skate. His dad had this mission कि भाई ये क्रिकेटर बनेगा. जो चीज योगराज सिंह एज अ क्रिकेटर को नहीं मिल पाई, वो युवराज सिंह एज अ क्रिकेटर को मिलेगी. He went to Sidhu, Navjot Singh Sidhu, also famously a cricketer. He went to him ki take
Oh,
him.
really?
Yeah, take him under your
Sorry,
wing.
we know him better as a laughter challenge
Yeah,
host.
take him under your
Guess my laugh.
Judge, sorry,
yeah,
not
That's
host.
why
take
Sidhu
him under your wings, and Sidhu like
Sidhu was like, "Oi,
yeah,
guru."
Sidhu was like, bro, ये cricketer like ऐसा cricketer नहीं बनता है इंसान, ठीक है? Like he cannot be a cricketer. Let him like get into movies or like
Oh,
make
okay.
make him skate or like get him a regular career. योगराज बोला, bro तू chill कर, मैं बनाएगा ऐसे cricketer. And that is when he started Yuvraj's training, where he's like कि तू अपने backyard में चल, and वो ball गीली करके उसको bouncer
देश
पे
में
bouncer
तेरी
मारता था.
मिट्टी
Exactly,
में
like
तेरा. That's
bouncer
the
पे
training
bouncer
montage.
मारता था छोटे में कि भाई तू helmet नहीं पहन. He was not allowed to wear a helmet.
So Yuvraj had a bit of a troubled relationship with his
Oh
dad.
yeah. He didn't speak with his father for
Dude,
a very long time. They don't live together. It's one of the biggest. So when he announced his, I cried when he announced his retirement. I remember I was eating chole bhature, and he announced his
Suddenly
retirement.
the chole bhature become salty.
So he announced his retirement on a Facebook Live. And I knew that this. So when he said that I'm gonna come live on Facebook, we knew that he's gonna retire now. तो मैं खाते खाते रो पड़ा था भाई. युवराज सिंह के लिए मेरे मतलब बहुत प्यार है भाई.
I got a
युवराज
great
सिंह के
idea for this movie. The through line, right, of the movie, it should start with the 6 sixes, but
लिए.
each 6 and then story in between.
Nice.
Right?
Nice.
So like 6-1 and then like everything that goes behind that.
Yeah, the first part of his chapter.
Amazing. What a through line. So like by the time you reach the 6-6, people are like, oh my god, this is what led to all of this.
Bro, he's the only Indian cricketer to win all trophies that an Indian cricketer can win.
Really?
Right. He won under 19. He won under 19 World Cup was what I'm talking about. He won the Champions Trophy in 2002, I guess. He won the T20 World Cup in 2007. He won the ODI World Cup in 2011. He won the IPL in 2013, I guess with Sunrise Hyderabad. I don't remember the year. He won that, and then again with Mumbai Indians.
He was also man of the series in the 2011 World Cup.
2007 World Cup, he was great. Played the most vital innings in two of the most crucial matches. South Africa. See, everybody remembers the 6 but nobody remembers the Australia innings.
The T20 World Cup.
The T20 World Cup 2007 that he played.
वही मैं सोचूं 2007 में तो हम निकल गए थे.
2007 T20 World Cup. Then 2011 में man of the tournament. Everybody knows. I think जितना गौतम गंभीर famously says कि जितना प्यारा युवराज सिंह क्रिकेटर है उतना ही खराब उसका पीआर है. अगर उसका पीआर उतना अच्छा होता जितना बाकी हमारे सेलिब्रेटेड क्रिकेटर्स का है, ब्रो ही इज द लेजेंड ऑफ इंडियन क्रिकेट टीम.
You know, I've been to his house.
What?
I was in an improv group with Hazel Keech, and one day it was raining very heavily. So after the rehearsal, she asked our improv troupe to come chill at her house for a bit till the rain subsides. And I went there. Yuvraj wasn't there.
Govind and Naveen and all that also.
Yes, we've all been to
like
so Yuvraj wasn't at home.
No, you guys were at Sectors.
Yeah. Yuvraj wasn't at home, but I've seen the bat that he got as the man of the series.
That's that's what. Right?
And but also then we were having a dinner post rehearsal, and Yuvraj had to drop Hazel at the restaurant, so he showed up. And he was so sweet because obviously as soon as Yuvraj entered, all the staff
of course
was suddenly Yuvraj Singh. And then he actually clicked a picture with every one of them.
Yeah, mera like one of my dream meetings is Yuvraj Singh. Like I have my Indian jersey.
Fine, Snayhil, I'll arrange it, man.
I have my Indian
maybe you
jersey.
should go for beer biceps also.
I have my Indian jersey and I really want Yuvraj's signature on that Indian jersey. I think Yuvraj has the career, man. And I want the story to end where he starts, like he has his struggles as in his childhood. उसका favorite sport जो वो खेलना चाहता था वो छुड़वा दिया, उसको क्रिकेटर बनाया, उसका वो क्रिकेटर बना और ऐसा क्रिकेटर बना. And then उसके बाद कैंसर का बैटल हुआ. कैंसर के बैटल के बाद I remember the return match, like the walk that he did. I think that is where the biopic should end. That this man never. This is the fighter.
Nice. Still think you won the episode.
I still think I got a great.
But that's a great choice. Yuvraj Singh is definitely a biopic I would love to see.
What's yours?
Mine is Tom Alter. I want to see a biopic on Tom Alter because
because you want to see a white baby speaking in Hindi.
So that's what the casting for this will be tricky. I think the only person who can play it is his son.
Yeah.
But Tom Alter,
who's a YouTuber, right?
Who's a YouTuber? Yes.
Oh,
he has such a unique story. A white family that moved to India in 1916, if I remember correctly. Then a lesser known factor of Tom Alter's life is that during partition, his grandparents were left in Pakistan and his parents came to India. This whole idea of, we've obviously seen a lot of partition stories where Indians have suffered. So here was a white family, right? Like they are suffering because of something that the British did. That they pretty much sort of did this partition, and then he was left over. Then just like Yuvraj Singh, Tom Alter also never wanted to be an actor. He never had this whole thing about... In fact, he went to, I think, Cambridge to study. And it was this whole thing of, you know, that Dhobi ka kutta na ghar ka na ghat ka, where in white circles he was considered too Indian. In Indian circles he was considered too white. So he always had this push and pull. And then he saw the film Aradhana in a theatre where he was so impressed by Rajesh Khanna, where he was like, mujhe hero banna hai. So he came to Bombay to become a hero. But of course, because of his color of his skin, he was never cast in any lead roles. But then he was so adamant in being an actor that he then took theatre as a avenue. And then he learnt Hindi, Urdu, got so good in the language that then they were the casting directors and producers of that time were forced like, "Arey, iske jaisa to koi bhi nahi hai," right? And then he started getting those roles. So yeah, I think Tom Alter's story is very, very unique. He's this very, like during India Pod Day, Javed Akhtar Saab said that the first time he met him, he was looking for subtitles. But it's a fascinating story, and I think something like that has not been explored in Hindi cinema yet. So Tom Alter's
again, like what a unique person.
Exactly.
To even like, dude, firstly, it's always a little weird to see a white guy speak with perfect Hindi.
Perfect Hindi, perfect Urdu, no accent.
Yeah, no accent. It is amazing, dude. So,
I remember his go-to answer every time any interview asked him, "आप कैसे बोल लेते हैं?" And he's like, "जुबान से बोलता हूँ और कैसे बोलूँगा?" So yeah, my choice would be Tom Alter.
Great, very cool.
Let's move to Antariksh. Antariksh, what's a biopic you would like to see?
My award-winning choice for a biopic is, so I have one of two, but each of these people will play an important part in the other person's biopic, so whichever way you want to go with it.
Wow, you made a shared universe already.
So, Kader Khan or Johnny Lever.
Oh.
Okay? If it's either of these, okay, Kader Khan will have to play an important part in Johnny Lever's biopic.
Kader Khan would be a great biopic.
Right?
Yeah.
And Johnny Lever would have to play an important part in Kader Khan's biopic, whichever way we go about it, right? Kader Khan, one of the most celebrated, but forgotten about in more recent years because of some controversy that happened later on in his life, where he wasn't as respectful to one of the biggest stars that we have in the country today. That is, he had some falling out with Amitabh Bachchan famously, where on set for some movie, he didn't want to call Amitabh Amit Ji.
Amit Ji,
कि Amit Ji कब से मांगे? तो हमारा Amit है because he is
wrote
what wrote
most of the movies.
a lot of the lines that became famous of Amitabh Bachchan's were written by the great Kader Khan. Okay, people often forget that he was this impactful a lyricist, a screenplay writer. Dialogue writer. People remember him as the comedic actor. And also the villain of, I think, Do Aur Do Panch, he's the villain.
A lot of movies,
A lot of movies. But again, then that partnership, the legendary partnership with Govinda. So we'll have to cast your Govinda. Okay, we'll have to cast a David Dhawan.
He had a falling out with Govinda also in his last days.
Yeah, he did have a falling out with Govinda, where
Govinda also didn't visit him in Canada, and he didn't even go to his funeral.
Dude, so exactly. So people got very angry with Govinda. I was actually watching a video on this today morning. What are the odds of that? But people got angry towards the end, like through a lot of his career. The main problem that people had with Govinda was his timelessness. Like, he was not timely at all. In Govinda's defense, he had signed so many movies that he could not be timely.
Punctuality. When you say timelessness, I'm like, ये बंदा तो timeless है.
Sorry, punctuality, yes.
I will also call myself timeless every time I'm late. Why are you late? Bro, I'm timeless.
That's so funny.
But yeah.
Punctuality. He was never punctual, and that was one of the problems that Kader Khan also had with him.
But were Johnny and Kader close like in personal life?
That's a good question. I don't know. I imagine they must have been because they worked so closely together and they had such great chemistry on screen. Again, मैंने तो आपका नमक खाया है is the great दूल्हे राजा line and will always go down. I think
because Johnny also has a great
आपका नमक खाया is what?
मैंने तो आपका नमक खाया है.
मैंने तो आपका नमक खाया is शोले.
That's शोले.
Oh, but
that is कि आप तू किसकी तरफ है? मैं तो आपकी तरफ हूँ.
हाँ, मैंने
ये कैसा मेरी तरफ है?
Then he says मैंने आपका नमक खाया है.
That's a follow-up line. But Johnny also has a fascinating story. He used to work at Hindustan Liver, which is how his name was Johnny Lever.
And his name is Johnny Lever because of working.
Yes, because he used to work at Hindustan Liver.
Oh, I did not know. Again,
and he used to make his co-workers laugh. Wow. So then, and his name was Johnny. So then his name became
Johnny Lever. He also started as a stand-up comic only.
Yeah. Dude, the first we ever had in India.
Truly,
I still remember as a kid watching those stand-up shows with my parents at home. Like I used to do these New Year shows and all. Right? And hilarious is impeccable imitations. And not just imitations. Imitations is a talent unto itself.
The facial expressions.
Exactly. But the imitations having jokes to go along with them is the actual craft of a stand-up comic. And that's what fucking he excelled at. No one like him.
He also had a battle with alcoholism, I think, which he speaks about in his stand-up now.
Really?
Which is also really great.
Fun. So what a life, man.
Good biopic options. Both Kader Khan and Johnny Lever.
This round, I think Snayhil wins. I think Yuvraj.
Fair.
I don't know who made me judge, but sure.
और कौन है यहाँ पे?
Guys,
guess the film.
I don't know.
Yeah, Abhay Deol says in Zindagi Na Milegi.
Nice.
Yeah, of course. जिंदगी ना मिलेगी
तू क्यों जज बन रहा है?
जज बन रहा है
Yeah.
और कौन है यहाँ पे?
Should we go to the event? Historical
yes,
event?
yes, 100%.
Should we follow the same
I think
pattern?
let's change it out.
Okay, cool.
I'll change it out. Okay.
Abbas,
We're
you
not
start.
changing the
Okay, you want me to
winner.
start? Okay. So I actually have this event which I researched for when we were writing the IDFC show with Kunal Vijayakar that we
Okay.
did.
Oh, interesting. So you're saying you're lazy?
Yeah, precisely.
Or timeless.
I worked hard on that.
I don't want to go waste, guys. And I want people to know I wrote that shit.
So definitely check out this story as it is on that episode. But this story is so fascinating. I want to see a movie. It's the Rasgulla Wars.
Oh,
Odisha and West Bengal went to
Fun.
court to claim
Ki Rasgulla
who
is
owns
our
the
But who
Rasgulla.
from Odisha and who from West Bengal?
The people. So
PIL फाइल कर दिया था.
So there was this whole controversy where some prominent figure from West Bengal tweeted about the Rasgulla and how they are proud of the heritage and it belongs to West Bengal. And then someone from Orissa was like, what are you talking about? The Rasgulla belongs to Orissa. It's Orissa's cultural heritage.
Yeah.
It got to such a point that the chief ministers of both the states were going at each other. And then it was settled in court. And I'm thinking, bro,
What a
can you think of a Jolly
verdict
LLB
kya
type?
tha?
Yeah,
verdict?
Jolly
So-
LLB, OMG2 type. You know, court
Exactly.
character,
So the verdict was, again, this is one of those like aap bhi khush type. The court gave so basically the battle was over a geological tag.
Yep.
क्या आपको तो उन्होंने वेस्ट बंगाल रसगुल्ला को एक टैग दिया है और ओडिशा रसगुल्ला को एक टैग दिया है.
Tag मतलब?
So it's a sort of a identification that this thing belongs to this place.
So basically कि बंटवारा हो गया. या फिर
Not exactly.
equalization हो गया.
So the West Bengal rasgulla is more sweeter, whereas the Orissa rasgulla, there are actually like list of qualifying factors of what qualifies it as an Orissa rasgulla. and
Imagine
what
there was
qualifies
the
as a
jury had to like taste.
Yes.
That's hilarious, bro.
What a great jury to be on. Like, अच्छा जरा वो वाला वो केसर वाला दिखाओ जरा. वो केसर वाला
Great
खाएंगे.
premise.
But इतना होता कि जजेस को
I
प्रोटेक्शन
know,
देना
I
पड़ा
know.
था.
Yeah. It was a
कि
big
जो
issue.
भी वर्डिक्ट देंगे, the other state will get
Yep,
pissed off
yep,
and then
yep,
they
yep.
will be under threat.
Yep.
Can you imagine a comedy based on this?
Yeah,
dude?
it's a
I
full.
can-
It's a Jolly
Love
LLB
it.
3, bro.
Yes.
I love it,
Like
love it.
Arshad Varsi is from Bengal and Akshay Kumar is from Odisha and they are having that they are at it. And judge is of course Saurabh Shukla.
Saurabh Shukla, yes.
Best.
So
and
I would-
imagine Saurabh Shukla having both the rasgullas and
Yeah.
tasting it.
Correct.
Great.
Manoj
Good.
Pava should do that character. Actually,
Manoj Pava also
because he's
great,
the famously
great.
the.
Yeah.
अरे समोसा तो दीजिए.
Nice.
Office.
Fun.
So the Rasgulla Wars, I would love to see a
Good
movie
name
on
also.
this.
Good names.
Vivek Agnihotri.
Yeah.
Directed.
No, please no.
Either Rajkumar Hirani or whoever directed
Like
Jolly
if-
LLB.
Yeah, if he does it, then no. It will be a saffron.
Then it
rasgulla.
will only be biased to one side, one state.
Oh, one state.
Then it's from Gujarat.
So Snayhil, let's go to you. What historical event? would you
मेरा थोड़ा ज्यादा ही हिस्ट्री है भाई. आपका
Okay.
जैसे बहुत ही रिसेंट है ना. मेरा तो चला गया.
How
बहुत
old is the
पहले.
Rasgulla War thing? Yeah.
So this happened in the mid 2010s, but the
Yeah, I was in
battle has
school.
been going on since I think the 80s or 90s.
I've recently befriended an Odia person and I randomly like whenever she is like getting onto my nerves and I'm like ये तुम रसगुल्ला सॉर्ट करो पहले ठीक है तुम ये सिचुएशन बाद में मेरे से बात करना. But anyway, so my historical event that I would really want a film on is the War of Kalinga.
Okay, tell us about it.
The Ashoka War. So famously, Ashoka was a very, very ruthless
Yeah.
Is this
king.
the war which is shown in the movie where he's shouting at the end, Korvake?
मैंने Ashoka
trying to
देखी
find-
नहीं है because I've.
Oh.
Is this the war where he has the realization?
Yep. This is that war. The Battle of Kalinga is basically the battle where famously he killed like not he killed like
Yeah,
the 1.5 lakh ke around 1.5 lakh people were killed in that war, and that is when he realized that wars will not get us anything, and after that realization he accepted Buddhism. So I think that is a story in itself because Ashoka के around बहुत सारी stories हैं भाई.
Correct.
ठीक है तो जो अशोका जो मूवी आई थी शाहरुख वाली that is more of a love story.
So that movie actually ends with this.
Yeah.
And I think the portrayal of the battle is not, from what I remember, wasn't that great.
And
it ended there with the realization. So I'm like, now tell me what happened.
हाँ, वहाँ से तो actual story start होती है. Like there is a ruthless king. That is not a story. A ruthless king का arc कि उसने कितना बड़ा battle लड़ा, उस battle के बाद उसको realization हुआ, और उस battle के बाद, उस realization के बाद what he did was polar opposite to what he believed in, right?
Correct, yeah.
So I think I really would want to see a story around the Battle of Kalinga. So there are a lot of stories attached to like Ashoka also, like the Nine Unknown, the famous Nine Unknown, right? कि उनके दरबार में, and Navratna is not, so उनको नवरत्न भी कहते थे, Nine Unknown, and it's not like कि नवरत्न is a term जो सिर्फ अशोका के कोर्ट में थी. There are other emperors and rulers जो कहते हैं कि हमारे कोर्ट में भी नवरत्न थे, like yeah, but the Nine Unknown एक नॉवल भी है एक्चुअली, ठीक है? तो उस पे ये कहा जाता है कि सीक्रेट सोसाइटी, नवरत्न जो है वो सारे अशोका के पास थे, एंड ही वाज सो रूथलेस इसी वजह से, बिकॉज ऑफ द सपोर्ट ऑफ दोज नाइन अननोन, कि उन 9 लोगों, और ये भी कहा जाता है
called the Nine Unknown because they weren't known by the public.
No, Nine Unknown is the novel, तो इसलिए मैं उनको बार बार Nine Unknown कह रहा हूँ. But they were like 9 people जो कहते हैं कि उनके पास यूनिवर्स के सारी नॉलेज थी, एंड हर किसी के पास एक like it's our version of Illuminati, कि उनके पास पूरे यूनिवर्स की सब नॉलेज थी, एंड उन सब ने अपनी अपनी फील्ड ऑफ एक्सपर्टीज पे एक एक किताब लिखी थी, एक एक पूरा ग्रंथ लिखा था, और वो छुपा दिया गया है, एंड लाइक यू नो लाइक इट्स अ सीक्रेट थिंग.
दा विंची कोड बन रही है तो.
So that's what I'm saying, right? So there are a lot of such stories attached to Ashoka and our history, right? You can possibly never say that whether they are true or not, they are legends or like whatever they are, but wouldn't it be great to have a movie on all of these things?
Do you have any reference movie that you think of when you think something like are you thinking Lord of the Rings, or are you thinking
so नहीं, जैसे आपने बोला दा विंची कोड है, see look, you know like इल्यूमिनाटी, क्या नाम है उसका, मिस्ट्री इल्यूमिनाटी के अराउंड
कंस्पिरेसी थियरी
वेस्ट में बहुत फिल्म्स हैं, हमारे पास नहीं है, एंड दैट्स व्हाट मुझे जो चीज
राम सेतु, व्हाट आर यू टॉकिंग अबाउट,
मुझे जो चीज खराब लगती है, आई विल कम टू दैट एक्चुअली,
इग्नोर्ड,
नो आई विल कम टू दैट, मुझे जो चीज खराब लगती है वो लगती है कि वेस्ट के पास जो लेजेंड्स है ना, हमारे पास उससे 10 गुना ज्यादा है, राइट? बट वी आर नॉट केटरिंग टू देम इन द राइट वे, इन द राइट अप्रोच. आई थिंक देयर शुड डेफिनेटली बी अ मूवी ऑन अशोका and the Kalinga War and these 9 unknown men, the secret society.
अच्छा, that way. तूने भी shared universe बना लिया.
हाँ. This so I would want
so
all of this.
That can be a prequel, and
yeah, all of this is one film that I would want.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's also like sounds like an Amish Tripathi book.
Yeah.
You know, like each Kaling.
तुम देख रहे हो क्या मेरा मल्टी लेवल पे थॉट चल रहा है, and this should be this will be a great.
It sounds like a good series actually.
We are still revolving around Mahabharat, Ramayan, Mahabharat,
so
Ramayan. We are remaking,
and doing a bad job of it.
So much more to our history that's there in the books.
Correct.
I think we should go with that. So my historical event is the Ashoka reign and the Kalinga war.
Great choice. Antariksh, for you?
Cool. So I think, if I'm loosely remembering, I think I've talked about this event in passing at some point in one of our episodes, something a while back. What I want to see is, this is an event that happened in America and Canada that I want to see maybe adapted in an Indian setting.
Okay.
What happened in America, right? In the 1950s and 70s, the CIA, the Central Intelligence Agency, the CIA had a secret illegal government program called MK Ultra. Have either of you heard of MK Ultra?
I've heard about this, but I don't know exactly.
MK Ultra, the program, was basically a program that involved firstly German scientists from after the Second World War. Okay, these are scientists
Nazi scientists.
These are scientists that had been, after the end, or after Hitler's death, after Germany lost the war, these scientists had been picked up by America and Russia. They were trying to get all these scientists to work for them, because these were evil people. Of course, they some of them made the toxin that killed in the concentration camps. They made the bombings of London. The bombs that were dropped on top of London were made by these scientists. So war criminals basically. But America and Russia immediately got into the Cold War after the Second World War.
So they wanted to one up.
So they wanted to one up each other, and what they wanted all the scientific prowess at their ends. That was this scientist coming to the US.
It's like
was
be
termed-
evil, but be evil for us.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So this operation of getting the scientists was called Project Paperclip.
Okay.
Okay. Project Paperclip ka one aspect that developed later, a few years later, like from the 50s and 70s, was MK Ultra.
Okay.
MK Ultra was a program where the CIA was trying to brainwash people, were means of brainwashing, means of mind control, to get someone's inhibition so low that it's basically a truth serum. Whatever we ask them, they just say. This is again high to the Cold War. So both the countries, Russia and America, are super paranoid about each other. They want to one-up each other. The rumor was America had heard that Russia is making this mind control technology, this serum. So we should also be making our own.
Oh.
The means that America and the CIA went about doing this was MK Ultra. What MK Ultra was they were secretly, more than 70,000 people underwent this secretly without even, a lot of times without even them knowing it.
Right.
They were being dosed with LSD. For sometimes 10 years, almost every day, microdosing of LSD. Like a lot of these people were people who did not have a voice. So like mental health patients, and like people in mental wards, prostitutes at the time, people who were visiting these prostitutes.
The vulnerable, basically.
Yeah, the vulnerable. People who won't speak out. Okay, even if they do find out that we are being microdosed or dosed with LSD. Some of these doses were like, so basically,
So what
America,
was the objective of the
for
dosing
mind
then?
control? They thought,
But how?
they didn't know that LSD is not what we want. So they were trying various drugs. One of the main drugs they tried was LSD.
Okay.
And they would drug these people and then try to first like note down the experiences these people were having and then see how suggestible they were.
Okay, got
They
it.
also wanted to explore the idea of, can we brainwash someone through, say, LSD into then help becoming an assassin for us. Like you brainwash a Russian agent, make him assassinate whoever you want him to assassinate.
Yeah.
Okay, and that could be part of it.
How would you adapt this in an Indian context?
Also, like when you said this was also something that, so मेरे को लग रहा था कि मैंने पढ़ा है कहीं पे शायद ये. This was also something that resurfaced during COVID vaccination.
MK Ultra?
Yep.
Very
Let's
possible.
not spread
No,
conspiracy theories.
I'm
But
not,
I get
I'm
what-
not
see, again,
spreading.
that's one possible way
I'm not
of...
spreading theories around it, but that's what I'm saying.
No, I
कि
get
जो
it.
आप मुझे बता रहे हो ये चीज के बारे में मैंने जब पढ़ा था,
Yeah.
मतलब as in मैंने बैठ के रिसर्च नहीं किया था.
Yeah.
Scrolling, reading. That is when I went through a page that was talking about MK Ultra and all the anti-vaccinators
Correct.
were like कि ये वो
ये
हो
हो
सकता
रहा
है,
है,
ये
हाँ,
वैसा हो
correct.
सकता है.
So also, right, MK Ultra, there were so many people who underwent these, and the government, the American government is still fighting the cases of people who are suing them over this. Because years later, like in like the 90s, the deputy head of the CIA came forward and admitted that yes, the US government did this. And we are sorry for what we put our citizens through and all the people, whatever. And that's what gave these people a foot to stand on. We should be suing the fucking government for this.
So would your movie be from the point
So
of
no,
view
but there's
of-
one more part of it where some of the people who this got experimented on, went on further in life to become fucking amazing playwrights, musicians, and all these other beautiful, colorful people. Because if you think about it, LSD, if anyone has, not that we're
it
promoting, but
makes
everyone has ever
you-
done this,
Imagination goes on
it's
a
the
overdrive.
reverse of brainwash or mind control.
Yeah.
Where you
Which is
become
what
more,
for me-
it opens your mind to more free thinking.
Which is why it was for me a little confusing. I'm
Yeah.
like, why would they give LSD to control people?
Exactly,
Like,
that they didn't know it then.
Yeah.
At this point, also what is fascinating, about so many things are fascinating about this. The US had almost restricted the supply of LSD in the entire world. Basically, they had bought up the supply of LSD. Enough for, they say, like 200 million doses is what they bought for. And to make it so that, firstly, this will only be ours, this drug will only be ours then. So other people in the world won't be able to research on this.
Yeah.
And that was part of what led to the discovery also. This is what America was doing.
So what's
And
your
this was it.
movie?
हाँ ये उसमें great
movie-
event.
yeah,
movie
the
कैसे
movie-
बनाएंगे
हाँ.
Indian
The movie
context
is
में?
during like we can make it'll have to be sci-fi-ish.
Okay.
Make a scenario where during the partition, during the halabaloo of the partition, of the pandemonium or whatever around that, there is a secret, I don't know, maybe a British agency, a scientific house that has started just before the pandemic, before the partition, started like experimenting this on the Indian population.
Okay.
and how they find out years later and the things they have to deal with. And it could actually follow a person who maybe benefited positively through it, like
that's
becoming a musician.
better story for me.
Yeah.
But a great artist realizes that the root of my art is not
me.
So
it's
it
some
could be, yeah.
intelligence
That's
agency
the way, yeah.
feeding me.
And that's the
Exactly
British
that.
agency Tom Alto was working for.
Tomato, a combined movie, bro. Crossing genres.
Universe. And
Great.
उसको bust करता है उस time का Tiger.
Yeah, great. Done. Wow, we have Tiger 4.
YRF Spy Universe, we are on to you.
Yeah.
Something like that would be damn cool in the
I
Indian
think
context.
this would make a better India-China conflict than an India-Pakistan conflict. I don't know, maybe.
हाँ क्योंकि
Because I don't-
we think technology, we think developed people.
You know, it could be an alternate take to the pandemic also. Like, just
it
make the
can be-
COVID vaccine.
It can be a great alternate history.
Yeah.
Story.
Yeah.
Inglourious Bastard किसने बनाई है?
Quentin
Tarantino.
Tarantino.
So let's go to Tarantino.
अपना Tarantino,
And-
अनुराग
Tarantino
कश्यप.
Bollywood,
Bollywood,
bro.
वो आज ही उसने पोस्ट किया है वो
जब इसने बोला-
मेरी क्रिसमस का पोस्टर आया ना he was like
Oh, really?
yeah he was like love the poster guys.
When you said LSD, people are being fed LSD, I was like, Anurag Kashyap. This is his movie.
Right choice. Vasipur 3.
Nice. So just to recap, Battle of Kalinga.
Ashoka and Battle of Kalinga, yes.
Rasgulla Wars, both wars but different kind.
Yeah.
And MK.
The War of the Mind.
All three wars.
Interesting, very interesting bits. Okay, so to wrap this up, let's go to our third category, which is genre. So Snayhil, which genre would you like to see more?
So मेरे पास इसके दो like I was two minded about this.
Okay.
But ऐसा नहीं है कि जो एक genre है उसके ऊपर चीजें बनी नहीं है. I would just want कि उसको दूसरे तरीके से cater करें. And as I said, जब आपने राम सेतु बोला, and I said I will come to that later. It was for this category that I really want people and like of the industry to explore our Indian history and our Indian mythology. A lot of people will drop in on the comment, like in the comment section and say कि इसको तुम mythology क्यों बोल रहे हो? तो I'll just say history/mythology. कि जिसको whoever wants to cater like identify to the term, you can do that.
But you are talking about the epics.
The epics,
Okay.
yes. Like one is that जैसे as I said हम लोग बार रामायण महाभारत बनाए जा रहे हैं, right? There are a lot of stories. There are so many stories in our epics.
Of course, yeah.
अगर आपको mythology/epic /history as a genre explore करना है, there are so many stories to explore.
Yeah.
Why don't you do that? Why are you still stuck on Ramayan, Mahabharat? I get it. They are the biggest. They are the most popular. They are the most relatable to people. क्योंकि हमने नानी दादी नानू कहानियाँ इन्हीं चीज़ों की सुनी है. I get it. But there is so much. There is so much.
There's one that I remember from my childhood reading in. So a lot of my introduction into Ramayana, Mahabharata, and all this world of mythology has been through Amar Chitra Katha, right?
Yep.
Correct.
And the comics.
पंचतंत्र की
basically.
कहानियाँ भाई.
Yeah, exactly. One of my favorite stories from Amar Chitra Katha that I read was the story of the city of Tripura. Do you guys know this?
No.
It was a city that was on 3 levels. So one was on ground level, and then there was a city which was floating, and then another floor floating on top of that, the Tripura. Okay, 3 floors or something it was. And the rumor was the city can never be destroyed unless by a single arrow by I think Shiva or something, or maybe Vishnu or something like that. That was the thing. And that's what destroyed the city. But it's like a beautiful tale.
There
of
are
this.
so many.
But I have a
stories,
question.
right?
So you mean like as epics, like with costumes and all of that?
Yeah.
So, but my question is that will take immense budgets to pull it off, right? And that's I think where we sort of come
नहीं
short.
भाई बजट्स पे कम शॉर्ट हम है ही नहीं. आदि पुरुष पे नहीं देखा 600 करोड़ का बजट लग गया. The thing what I'm trying to
But
say,
then again, the film that came out wasn't great.
that's
right?
what I'm saying कि हम लोग एक ही चीज को हम so this
My point being that there have been other modern adaptations like Prakash Jha made Rajniti, which was like loosely
Based on
inspired
Mahabharata.
on Mahabharata.
Yes.
So there have been these other alternate takes on our epics, which I think is more relevant because then you're showing like कि ये हर चीज पे applicable है.
नहीं
It's not just-
that is a different that is a different take on our epics. वो
Okay.
तो एकदम अलग ट्रीटमेंट ही अलग है. ऐसा नहीं है कि हमारे सिनेमा में इन्फ्लुएंस नहीं है उस चीज़ का, वो है, हर जगह है, ठीक है. बट व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से इज कि अगर आपको ये जॉनरा एक्सप्लोर करना ही है, व्हाई टू ऑलवेज गो टू दोज टू एपिक्स?
Yeah, fair.
Okay.
Why to, like, I am saying, if you want to explore this area, if you want to explore this genre, don't just go to Mahabharat and Ramayan.
also
If you
because-
also want to go to Mahabharat and Ramayan, there are so many stories in Mahabharat and Ramayan that people don't talk about.
Correct.
Like the overarching stories we've seen, we know a million times. There's no intrigue left.
Exactly. We know everything. ऊपर से वही होता है, क्योंकि जैसे इन्होंने, अब जैसे आदि पुरुष की बात है, उन्होंने रामायण is a story that has been told multiple times, a gazillion times. Everybody knows it by heart, right? The thing is कि they wanted to make Ramayan and they wanted to give a different take to it, जिसकी वजह से उन्होंने आदि पुरुष बनाया. What it ended up doing was it hurt everybody's feelings. ठीक है, because you can't alter with a thing which everybody relates to so much and identifies with so much. Like तुम पूरे रामायण में से तुमने सोने की लंका हटा दी, तुमने पुष्पक विमान हटा दिया.
I get that, but you see, I kind of, again, I'm not defending Adipurush, but I kind of see why that happened, because if you use real names of gods, and it's even more playing with fire, right? कि यहाँ तो एक चीज, कुछ भी यहाँ से, एक बाल भी यहाँ से वहाँ हो गया.
नहीं भाई, real names की बात नहीं कर रहा मैं. Names is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the specific facts of the story.
So because it's
The
so widely
specific
known.
details,
If we take a
right.
smaller story which is not as big
I
known,
agree with that.
Yeah. अब जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल महाभारत के बारे में हम सब बात करते हैं, सबको मोटा मोटी स्टोरी पता है महाभारत की क्या है, बट उस महाभारत का इतना बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट कैरेक्टर है भीष्म पितामह. भीष्म पितामह की अपनी अलग से इतनी खतरनाक स्टोरी है लाइफ की.
Bro, what a story.
वो दिखाओ ना यार, वो भीष्म करके एक स्टोरी दिखा दो हमें. इफ यू वांट टू एक्सप्लोर दिस जॉनरा इज व्हाट आई एम सेइंग. नहीं बनाना है, देयर आर a billion other stories जिस पे आप movies बना सकते हो, right? But if you are exploring this genre, this mythology, history, epic as a genre, there are so many stories to explore. That's why I would want कि इस पे बनाई जाए, अगर बनाई जाती है तो. शिखंडी again is a great story, but that was one.
So you're saying localize the story, localize as in magnify on one.
हाँ,
particular
magnify.
aspect.
There are, and तभी राजामौली सेड, अगर आई थिंक राजामौली ओनली सेड कि अगर मैं महाभारत बनाऊंगा तो मुझे 10 पिक्चरें बनानी पड़ेंगी और इतने साल लग जाएंगे. दैट इज बिकॉज एवरी कैरेक्टर हैज अ स्टोरी ऑफ इट्स ओन. एनीवे, सो दिस वाज वन. बट द सेकंड थिंग जो मैं ओवरऑल बोलना चाहूंगा वुड बी मॉन्स्टर स्टोरीज.
Dude, I have that written down.
Give me an example.
Monster stories.
Yeah, I literally wrote down more monster horror films because we don't have monster films.
We don't have monster films
at all.
And I have one example though.
Tumbad is one.
That's one. That's what. That's literally one.
That's again, हाँ ठीक है. But there have been attempts. Creature 3D करके बनी थी एक film.
No idea what to talk
Oh,
about.
I'll tell it. It was a Creature 3D. Bipasha Basu.
Makhi, the South Indian movie.
Sort of.
But that's not a monster
Rajamouli, no?
film.
It's not. That's Rajmouli.
I think it was his first film, no?
First or second, but yeah, early one of the early films. Yeah.
तो anyway, तो monster film वो भी नहीं है.
Yeah,
देखा जाए तो.
You're saying like Godzilla type.
Godzilla type, yes. Godzilla, King Kong.
or even like horror monsters.
Got it.
You know, like
क्रीचर 3D बनाने का
Darkness or
तो कोशिश किया था इन्होंने, जिसमें बिपाशा बासु है. उसमें एक क्रीचर होता है जिस जंगल में लोग रह रहे होते हैं, वो क्रीचर इनको परेशान हो जाता है.
they called it Creature 3D.
Yeah, they called it Creature 3D.
The two things that the film has.
And in the
it
movie,
has 3D and has a creature.
Yeah.
In the movie, have you seen the movie?
Yeah.
In the movie,
fat
don't call the
Snayhil as
creature. They call the creature only. Or do you have a name?
Snayhil, did you watch it in 3D?
No. I watched
Shit, you watched Creature 2D.
You just watched Creature.
You watched the prequel.
उसके अंदर.
So what does the creature look like in the movie?
A very bad.
But is the creature, does it have a name in the movie or is it called Creature only?
इतना नहीं याद, इतने ध्यान से नहीं देखी थी. अरे आपने वो गाना सुना है, मोहब्बत बरसा देना दो सावन आया.
हाँ, सुना.
Of course, bro.
ये creature 3D में था. अच्छा.
Oh, wow.
What are you guys talking about, guys? We have a great creature film. It's monster film. It's called Khoon Bari Maang, which has an
And Shan, yeah. Shan.
But yeah, so I think creature films we should have, Bollywood should have.
That's a good
हमारे पास clearly budgets बहुत ज़्यादा हैं. किसी एक सेलिब्रिटी को 100 करोड़ की जगह 50 करोड़ दे दो और बाकी का 50 करोड़ VFX पे लगा के अच्छा
But that's
creature
the
बना
thing,
लो.
right? See, Godzilla won't open a movie. the guy who's getting paid 300 crores will open a movie.
अरे यार भाई फिर अच्छा मूवी नहीं मिलेगा ना यार.
True.
Yeah, fair.
I agree.
इसका बहुत बड़ा एग्जाम्पल अटैक है भाई. अटैक इज अ फिल्म बाय जॉन इब्राहिम वेयर ही फेमसली सेड लाइक आई थिंक ही सेड इट ऑन कपिल का शो व्हिच बाय द वे इज मूविंग टू नेटफ्लिक्स एंड इज ऑफ टीवी नाउ. या
Kapil Show moving to Netflix?
You have to subscribe 199 rupees to watch Kapil Show.
Salman Khan getting the big bucks, bro.
Yep. So anyway, so he said ki we spent most of our budget on the VFX, and we didn't take money. We didn't pay actors that much money, and we spent most of our budget on the VFX. And I think it is one of the films that has great VFX.
Yeah, I've heard. Yeah.
I agree, but then see, at the end of the day, again, the movie didn't work.
The movie didn't work. Yeah.
Hey, but that's not on us, dude.
That's
We
not on
just
us,
have
but
to
I'm
come
just
up with
saying to
ideas
be
that were-
sure. Yes,
Yeah.
I agree. There should be more monster films.
Yeah.
There should be more monster films. Yes.
Maybe someone who'll come along and who'll make like a great one. Like Rajan DK will make one.
You're saying, sure.
You never know. They didn't
Epics,
go
but
on.
non-generic epics.
Yes.
And monster movies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Like for instance, we should have more zombie comedies also, or zombie movies also.
Yes. 100%.
We've never done
एक मूवी बनाई
we've
जो
done
हिट
one.
भी हुई और छोड़ दी.
Baba, have you seen Zombieville?
Oh,
The
great
Marathi
film.
It's a great film.
It's a
Yes.
great
Yeah.
film. Yes.
I'm not.
Dombivli में सारे monsters zombies बन जाते हैं.
Yes.
इसलिए फिर उसको
And you
लोग
can't go
zombie
out of
बुलाते हैं.
Zombieville. The police seals the
Is that a
border.
zom-com?
Yes.
It's a
comedy?
zom-com.
Yes.
That's hilarious, dude.
Zombieville.
But again, so like
It's
talking about...
not only is it a comedy, it's at the end it also turns out to be a political satire.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Okay. So, but we don't do zombie movies like monster movies. The non-comedy zombie movies we've not
Like
done.
serious ones.
Yeah, serious ones. You know, like we
Yeah,
should
I
have
don't
that.
know. Will people in India take it seriously?
See, we won't know
So,
until we try.
Yeah, like
make your
Bhedia
case-
also made its money. No,
It
we
didn't
know-
actually.
no, it made
But
its
that's
money.
more a werewolf movie.
Yeah, but like what I'm saying, these are like Western
Correct.
creatures.
Sure. Yeah, but we can adapt
3D.
them.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it can be done. So but
Huh.
what I actually he's already done the horror and the
Yeah,
monster
yeah.
one. Horror comedies we don't do well. We've done like one or two well, and then
We
we've
do.
suffered.
3 is funny.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
We've done one or
yeah,
two well,
yeah.
and then the rest we've
Bhoot Police is
tried to.
funny.
Booth Police wasn't good. man.
I found it funny.
Phone
yeah.
Booth was better.
Phone Booth was also decent. So
Yeah.
yeah, there are 3 examples right there.
Yeah, so that's what I'm
Bhool
saying.
Bhulaiya.
Bhool Bhulaiya, yeah.
There you go.
So yeah, but then we have 2-3, but not that many that are doing that well.
Like out of
They're
100
very,
years,
very bad.
a history of Hindi cinema, I think we should not be able to name only 5.
So here's the thing, right? With that, is that even our horror films often have a comedy track running.
Yeah, that's
हाँ, अक्षय कुमार को लोग हैं.
Even if you see the old ones also, like the old 20 साल बाद and all, it'll have Johnny Walker in it,
Yeah.
and Johnny Walker will have his own. track.
हाँ, पहले तो भाई पहले की फिल्म्स की बात ही कुछ और है ना. पहले की फिल्म्स में हर एक्टर उसके पास अपना एक रोल डिफाइंड होता था. आज के टाइम में वो सब ब्लेंड इन हो गया हीरो में. पहले हमारे पास कॉमेडियन होता था, विलन होता था, सपोर्टिंग एक्टर होता था, और हीरो अलग होता था, और हीरोइन अलग होती थी. अब आज की पिक्चरों में तो कभी कभी हीरोइन भी हीरो का मतलब हीरो हीरोइन का भी पार्ट कर लेता है भाई.
Enough about Katrina Kaif in Tiger 3.
So these are some genres that we don't do or we don't do as often.
Yeah.
Cool.
One genre that I think we have forgotten how to do well is the action comedy. We have stopped making action comedies. The last good one that I remember, and I'm very sad to say, I just saw it in like the last 2-3 months, was A Gentleman. Have you guys seen A Gentleman?
I
by Rajan
haven't
DK?
seen The Gentleman because I
What
heard.
Who's in
a
it?
great Siddharth Malhotra, Jacqueline Fernandez,
Okay,
Sunil Shetty is there. What a great fun movie. So we've forgotten to make that genre.
I agree.
You are the
Yeah.
first good review of A Gentleman I've heard.
Really?
Yep.
No, dude, I saw it on a list on an underrated action movies
It
list.
came
and I was
out in
like, really?
2013?
17.
17, yeah.
So like that, right? What I would love to see happen, now that Shah Rukh has become our heartthrob action hero,
yeah.
right? Go back to your action comedy days with Badshah. Make Badshah 2.
Badshah also was a flop when it came out.
Yeah, but dude, what doesn't that matter to Shah Rukh Khan now? He can, anyone will give him money to make a Badshah 2. It's one of his most loved movies, without a doubt. It'll obviously, it's been so many years that if it releases in theaters today, people will go fucking insane. So yeah, that's what I would love to see is Shah Rukh Khan going back to his comedy action roots with Badshah 2.
We managed to find a way. Like we managed to get Shah Rukh or Salman in a pop episode.
But Salman is
ढूंढ ही लेते हैं कहीं से.
I agree. Our action films have just become too self-serious.
Yeah.
We need more.
And
you
too
have any
similar
other genre?
No, I'm good. Yeah.
Okay, for me, my genre that I wish there were more movies made in Hindi cinema are just straight up murder mysteries who done it,
Nice. I love
closed
that.
room
Yeah.
mystery जिसको
I really-
बोलते हैं
yeah, you're
कि
right.
जहाँ murder
Very
हुआ है there is a certain
You're
set
right.
of suspects
You're right.
and a detective has to figure out
Yes,
who killed.
you're right.
There was the
Yeah.
Vidya Balan film that came out I
Oh,
think
bro,
this year,
Niyat.
Niyat, which attempted to do that but didn't do it well.
There's a new Kareena Kapoor, Jaideep Ahlawat movie.
Buckingham Murders.
Oh, the
Jai-
Jaideep
Jai-
Ahlawat film is the Jane Jaan. That's a different
that's the
film.
one I'm talking
This
They're
is-
both so Jane Jaan is based off Devotion of Suspect X, which is a very
Yeah.
famous murder mystery.
Uh,
But again, I think these films are decent, but I would really
Wasn't
want
Chup
to
also?
see.
I haven't seen Chup.
Not exactly.
No, no.
But Chup
Okay.
is a different thing. But I would really like to watch like a solid like detective where he's figuring
Agreed.
out.
Yeah, जैसे वो सीरीज है उसका क्या कहते हैं
Dude, we don't have detective characters that many.
जैसे
That
वो
many,
वो
yeah.
है क्या है वो
We need
Hercule
like a
Poirot
franchise.
Hercule Poirot, yeah.
Yeah.
जो Death in
Yeah.
Venice and all these
Haunting in
murder,
Venice,
murder on
Haunting
Orient
in
Express,
Venice,
Haunting in
Death
Venice,
in the Nile, and
Murder on the Orient Express. yeah.
Murder on the Orient
So
Express.
हाँ
So, yeah,
एक
a good detective
Byomkesh
franchise.
Byomkesh Bakshi, bro.
type. Yes.
We have one of the greatest detectives. Byomkesh Bakshi, fucking.
So make that a good series.
Make
Yup.
that, yeah.
Make
Make
that a
that into a
series.
series and
That'd be great.
new mystery every episode. I would love.
Oh,
for
Byomkesh
that.
Bakshi as a film also was great. If
Was
you've
good.
watched
Yes,
it.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
has it
yes. It was a
Yep.
really good film.
Vikram Kabhi.
Dibakar Banerjee made it, and
Oh, yeah,
it's a great film. Yeah,
Neeraj Kabhi, Vikram Kabhi कह रहा हूँ. Neeraj Kabhi and Sushant Singh Rajput.
yeah,
Got it.
really good film.
Cool.
So zombie movies, action comedies,
Action comedies.
murder mysteries.
Badshah 2.
Badshah.
Badshah.
Very specific
Very
genre.
specific.
In very specific.
Like,
But with the same cast.
Yeah.
Get Twinkle
Yeah,
Khanna.
Get Twinkle
Dude,
Khanna,
I would love
Johnny
to see
Lever.
Twinkle Khanna. She's-
Yeah.
she's
Yeah,
great.
And
Razak Khan has passed away, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And
Johnny
there
Lever
was-
still around, man.
yeah.
Really great.
Also Amrish Puri.
Honestly, he's not.
But Amrish Puri का रोल
वो तो मर भी जाता है ना उसमें.
पंकज
ठीक है.
त्रिपाठी.
मेरे दिमाग में ही वो यार
But
A
Amrish Puri-
great funny
बच्ची.
villain.
Amrish Puri वैसे भी dies in the end of Badshah 1.
Oh, yeah, that's
अरे
true.
but then
Badshah 2
oh
is-
yeah.
Yeah, तो ठीक है.
Yeah, Shahrukh, if you're watching
Yeah.
this, please Badshah.
Yeah, of course. Shahrukh, if you're watching
And
this.
we deserve a मैं तो हूँ पागल 2 remix or whatever way you're. Actually, don't give us remix of that.
So you want to take us out, Antariksh? I think that was our episode.
Yes,
That
yes,
was
that
an
our-
amazing episode,
Amazing
which I
episode,
won,
yeah?
guys. I won.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
You,
win.
you also learned what MK
Ultra,
MK
yeah.
Ultra is,
Dude,
yeah.
fascinating.
Oh, good
Please look
informative
this up.
episode. We should do more of these. Let's
very
see how
interesting.
many hits we get on this
So,
one.
dude, but I would encourage anyone who's interested to go and check and read up even the Wikipedia page of MK Ultra. It is fascinating as hell, dude. There are multiple movies in that. Multiple movies about our mythology hasn't been explored almost at all.
Yeah.
Everyone
Yeah,
gets
yeah.
stuck at the Ramayana and the Mahabharata of the world.
Correct.
A lot of
My examples were very specific. Rasgulla Wars.
Rasgulla Wars is great. I did not know about
like
it.
great.
Tom Alter.
Dude, anyone who didn't know
Murder
about
mysteries,
Rasgulla
yeah.
Wars, this is the most fascinating thing.
This is Jolly LLB
Yeah.
3, bhai.
Yeah.
This is Jolly LLB 3.
Also, then you can have like Samosa Wars, Punjabi or Gujarati.
Yeah,
what is it?
whatever.
You know?
But
all that.
samosa is not Indian, by the way.
That's true.
Oh, so that's a whole different angle, bro. What the fuck?
Samosa, I think, is Mexican.
I
you
think it's
really?
Middle Eastern.
Africa?
Oh, lots of opinions in the office.
Oh,
Africa.
guys, I think it's Punjabi. let's be real. We make the best samosa,
yeah.
man. Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot there.
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
But tell us, if you liked a wish list.
Yeah,
Please.
tell us tell us whose wish list you liked the most and
Yeah,
why was it me?
Yeah, we'll post an end screen somewhere. We'll post an end screen somewhere with all the options of
I'm
ours.
just
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
my ideas are ready to go on the floors. I have
So are mine, yeah.
Hey, you think Johnny Lever and Kader Khan ka biopics can't be made? Of course they can be, bro.
Also, Yuvraj, if you're watching this episode, let's catch up.
Yeah.
I'll try and hook you up with.
यार bro, मैं अपना jersey ready
Wow.
लेके बैठा हूँ.
Anyone
with
you
the
want to
mark.
meet, Antariksh?
Sachin?
We can't help it, sorry.
मतलब तुम सीधा भगवान जी से कैसे मतलब
Well, you know.
go through disciples.
Aim higher, no? Aim.
Chalo, thank you, bye. Follow us, subscribe.
Please follow us. Hope you've already hit the like button and you enjoyed this episode. Follow us on social media everywhere.
Yes.
IVM Pop and our personal handles.
Yes.
He's
follow.
at the rate Antariksh T. He's at the rate Abbas Momin
88.
and I am at the rate Snayhil on
Yeah.
Instagram.
And also check out the other content on the channel. We are putting out some very fun episodes. So hope you guys are liking them.
Yep.
Yeah.
And tell us what other wishlist categories you would want us to discuss.
Absolutely.
See you.
All right, bye-bye. See you.